Hey, this is the town of Blemish. It's one of many towns in the game of Foxhole, and it's unique because it's entirely surrounded by high, indestructible walls, which makes it a very hard town to capture, and this makes for lots of epic fights, and that's exactly what happened in War 103. The wardens were pushing hard into colonial lands, and now they were faced with trying to capture the town of Blemish. The only way they could do it was to surround it and starve it out. It began with some skirmishes just outside the town's walls to the east, a few enemy tanks against our tanks, but it didn't start off too well.
Okay, we're very tanky. Fuck, 2 BTs.
Because I instantly lost about Deej within seconds of being on the front. It's never a good feeling losing a tank as soon as you arrive to the battlefield. But it was okay, because reinforcements arrived from the south and we were able to surprise their pushgun and decrew it and eventually capture it. This pushgun is pretty rare because our wardens hardly ever build it, so finding one was like a trophy. With night upon us and the enemy tanks retreating, I decided to light up the enemy with some flares using a mortar half truck. But the enemy were getting annoyed with my blinding lights.
Oh shit!
And they made a quick charge and killed my mortar truck.
This thing was on 0. Oh, they're coming to finish me off.
But then I found these randoms that were going to do a sticky truck, so I joined them. But we failed after driving for so long.
This one.
One guy went after the wrong target, another brought a big gun instead of stickies, then I died to his explosions, and the other died to infantry, and one got stuck and didn't even throw stickies.
Everyone died.
But our fellow comrades were doing better than us and had pushed the enemy to their fortifications outside our walls. We couldn't do much here except shell them, so I went to look for some ammo to start doing artillery. But the enemy had plans of doing artillery of their own, and in the blink of an eye, the town was under siege to enemy bombardments. They were focusing the storage depot. They wanted to destroy it so we wouldn't be able to access our stockpiles. So I went to see if I could do anything, but they had built defenses all around, and all I could do was kill their spotters. But they just kept coming back over and over again. At this point, I had been online for a long time, and I eventually logged off. When I logged on the next day, I was sad to see that we had lost ground to the west of Blemish, and now the enemies were at the gates on the east, meaning we were fully encircled with no safe route for Logi to reach us. The enemy was still active with shelling the storage depot in town, and with the enemy at our gates, the clanmen started releasing all their tanks from the stockpiles. And to make matters worse, there was a little rat sneaking through the Blemish walls. He was using some magic tactics to get in.
He keeps coming, he comes through the wall here. He's built something on the other side to come through.
You see, he would build a hospital, use the blueprints, jump on it, and then jump into the gates. And once he was in, he was jumping into all the unlocked vehicles and just being a nuisance.
He can't shoot. I got the ammo out,
No! People fucking get in the tank, fucking repair it! We can, it's locked. Oh, shit. Lock the tank. Lock the tank. Lock the tank.
I didn't have time to deal with him because the enemy was at our doorstep and they were trying to breach the western gates. So I jumped in a bardiche with some randoms and went to make a last stand. But just like the previous day, we died as soon as we got there.
Loading. Go back. No.
But that wasn't stopping me, so I went to where all the tanks were parked and grabbed another one. And this time we actually did better. We went west, but the enemies had retreated for the night. So we looked north and noticed a few tanks trying to pull a sneaky attack. So we went to stop them, and we managed to even kill both of them.
Go.
He hit the... Yeah, nice. It's okay.
Open it. He's up there.
Putting an end to their little attack. Our armor was damaged, so we went to repair it at the garage. And then we noticed that there was a tank fight happening far outside the walls. So we decided to charge out and help them. And we made it just in time to kill the enemy and save our comrades.
Yeah, left, Highwayman, left.
He's tracked. Go back.
Copy. Just keep covering. 30% you can back up. Oh, that bounce.
Things were looking grim, and our tanks almost died. But in the end, we all made it back within the walls in one piece. Or did we?
Up ahead.
Nice, good trade, good trade.
Push, 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 push.
Hey guys,
Shoot the right side, right side, right side.
Right. Focus right.
Focus right, yeah, right's
One
tracked.
of them is tracked, one of them is tracked.
Right one's tracked.
Go back, go back, go back, go back.
Nice DD. Oh shit.
Go back, retreat. Back off, back off.
Fuck. Slowly retreat, yeah, slowly retreat slowly.
One of our friendlies are disabled.
We track, guys, we have to go back.
Track.
Yeah, boy.
Left, sticky.
Grenade.
He's gonna disable, yep. Dude, our friendly tank up there is still alive. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Well, we actually did make it back. Somehow.
Hey guys.
But that victory was short-lived. We were running low on B-mats,
It's the last moment of Blemish itself. No more B-mats.
and the enemy had destroyed our garage and storage depot and were not letting us build it back up. But once again, new enemy tanks were spotted, this time to the south, so we used what little B-mats we had to repair our tank and headed over. But nothing happened. And then we noticed it was a distraction, because the tanks to the west were pushing again, and this time they were coming through the gates. So we rushed over, but before we could fight, I got blasted to Narnia. The tank also got tracked in the process, and with no B-mats to repair, we had to waddle slowly back to the town hall. We managed to repair to full with the last of the B-mats, and went back west. We shot at them, and they shot at us. Then we lost the tank,
Go back, go back.
then they lost the tank.
Hey, one's down.
Then each side backed up. With no B-mats left in the town, we had to scavenge what we could find from the dead tanks, and even that wasn't enough to fully repair us. So, we decided that for our last effort, we would YOLO our tank in and charge to the west. But to our surprise, we managed to live and hold off their tanks.
No, we got fucking tracked, dude. I'm sorry, I got over aggressive. Damn, we went 80 tracked. That bodies had B-mats. Let's go check it out.
And found more B-mats.
I
Oh,
got
you got it?
I
You got it? Nice.
And even killed one of their tanks.
Oh, they got it.
The battlefield was a tank graveyard. There was tank ammo lying everywhere. Unfortunately, there was no more B-mats anywhere, and we got turreted and weren't able to repair the tank to full. So, we had to switch our Sparta out for a falchion. The Sparta had done its job and defended Blemish as best as it could. With the fresh falchion ready for action and full of ammo, we headed to hold the gates. And this time, the enemy was pushing on the east, but they were scared to come through the gates. And in the meantime, we spotted some tanks in the south,
Oh my god, they just brought in 7 tanks to the south.
so we rushed over. We managed to kill off a Silverhand that was stuck.
He's tracked, Silverhand's tracked.
Alright, that. Nice.
And I salvaged some B-mats. Then we headed back east because the enemy was coming through the gates this time, and we tried to hold the line with the friendly smelters supporting us. We were heavily outnumbered, but the space was limited, so they couldn't all charge at once. We tried to hold as best as we could and traded multiple shots with the enemy, but it was looking grim. The push gun got decrewed,
No!
and then our falchion got disabled. I died trying to repair it, and when I got back, the falchion was dead. There weren't any empty tanks left, so I picked up a rifle and helped his infantry. We were able to hold them back on the east, but the courtyard on the west was now overrun by enemy wardens. So we tried to hold them back, and all I could do was scare them with stickies. And it kind of worked, because they ended up backing up and even shooting each other. We were slowly running out of shirts and guns and everything else. But we weren't giving up. We were going to fight them until the very last safe house went down. The Blemish town hall was eventually going to go down. But the enemy wanted to make sure of it, so they started to bombard it with railway storm cannons. And it finally fell. But we still had some safe houses to spawn at, so we continued to give the wardens a fight. We charged at them with stickies and rifles, anything we could get our hands on. Our morale was low, but our spirits were still high.
Get him, boys! Get him!
And we enjoyed the last moments while we could. The wardens ended up managing to rebuild the town hall, and Blemish was finally in the enemy hands. Overall, it didn't matter who won or lost. The most important part was the awesome time that both sides had fighting over this town, and hopefully we get more moments like these in the future. Don't forget to subscribe to be notified of more videos in the future, and click here if you want to watch another one of my videos. Bye!